everyone. Welcome to Mindful Crafts and More. I am Katrina. If this is your first time checking out my channel, welcome. Take a look at this video or any of my other videos. If you find yourself inspired, join my channel. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you just hanging out with me for a bit. So, hi everyone. Today is the day that I'm going to show you the things that I was able to complete in the month of July. This is a challenge that was sponsored by Jeanette over at DOY Creations and DOY Life, known as the hashtag July Makes 2022 challenge. And I am just so thankful for this challenge. I have a lot of whips, and there are different reasons why I haven't completed each one of them, but I really do have a lot. And this helped me to get some of them completed, and I am forever grateful. So thank you so much, Jeanette, for this challenge. All right, so now what did I complete? This first item that I completed was not necessarily done for the challenge because it was done before I announced that I was going to be in the challenge, but it is part of what I completed in July. So that's why I'm including it today. Okay. And it was something that actually was supposed to be completed in June. And it was for the Pocket Full of Posies crochet make-along that was being sponsored by Andrea over at Ola Joe the Crocheting Sailor and GrannyDee over at Knit Purl and Squirrel with GrannyDee Thompson. I really tried to get it done. I just couldn't get it done in June. And even though it was done in July, I still sent it over so that they could see that I really did want to participate. And I'm just so thankful, for the fellowship and whatnot within the community. And I was apologetic that it was late and everything. And, they both understood, and I just so appreciate that. So let's take a look at my vest. Here's a photo here. So yes, so that's my vest, and I really do love it. I love the way it came out. I chose the Red Heart Super Saver ombre, and I really do love it. So this is it up close, and you can see I started out with the darker color in the middle, and then it went to light, and then back to dark, and then back to light again. And I just think that it is just so beautiful. I love the design of it. And yeah, I look forward to being able to wear it later on when the weather cools down some. All right. So I'm going to show you some views of it on my mannequin in different views here. So yes, beautiful, right? I love that pattern. It's really awesome. So if you haven't made one, put that maybe in your to-do list. It's a beautiful pattern. All right. So thank you so much, Andrea and GrannyDee, for that challenge. And I love my vest. All right. So now the next thing that I did was I completed a pair of socks. All right, so I did a test knit for Pricilla at Distinctive Crochet, and I'm not sure if you guys knew this or not, but Pricilla is a very, very dear friend of mine, and I just so appreciate her. She is just such a wonderful person, understanding and giving, and I just love and appreciate her for just who she is, and just awesome. All right. So now I did this test pattern, and it took me a while to get it done. I really wanted to do my very best and be able to focus on it. And life actually got in the way. So it took me a while to get my socks done. But I just want to say thank you, Pricilla, for everything. And finally, I was able to get them done, and I was so excited to send them to her. Now, She hasn't done her pattern launch yet, and I wanted to wait to do the actual reveal for these socks then. So what I'm going to do is show you a photo of my socks, but my socks are actually going to be black and white so that you'll be able to see them in color when she does her um, video to talk about the socks with the testers and everything. Okay, so here we go. Yes. So I love my socks. I'm going to put them on the sock blocker, and um, I will wait until everything is a go for Pricilla, and then I'll be able to show them to you guys in real time. Okay. But I did complete the socks in the month of July. Thank you so much, Pricilla. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you guys haven't figured out yet, Priscilla and I are Yarny Besties. I so appreciate her, and just I can't say enough wonderful things about her and her friendship. Okay. All right, guys. So the next thing that I completed was a scarf. All right. So this is a granny triangle scarf. It is written by Jamie Louise, and it is a free pattern. And here it is here. All right. I love my scarf. I decided to end it with a simple scalloped border, and I love it the way it turned out. I plan on wearing it. And the thing that I love about this one is it's not too big. So I guess you could kind of say maybe it's a shawlette, but you know, she calls it a scarf, and I just think it's wonderful. So this is a Karen cake that I used to make it, and I used one Karen cake, and I did color control it. So I did have remaining yarn from the cake because I did the color controlling. I wanted to make sure that my last row would give me one color only. And so I color controlled. I love the way it came out. The only thing that I had to do with this to finish was to weave in all of the ends. Okay, so it did not take me that long to do. Because I color controlled, I had more ends, but that's really all I had to do for this. I did not make this month. This was a whip that had been sitting for a while. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do anything else with it. And then I decided, no, I'm done. I cut the remaining ball of yarn off, and then I just wove in the ends. That's all I did to this. Okay. All right. So, but it counts, right, as a new FO. Okay. So the next thing that I did was I put together some items that I had made to bless another Yarny friend with some items for charity. Okay. And in doing that, I put some personal items in there in the form of bookmarks and some other things too. So with the bookmarks, I will sometimes just make bookmarks because it won't take me that long to do them. And then I put them aside and I have them available. And so I wanted to replenish because I could not find the pattern for a specific bookmark that I wanted to send. And so I searched and searched and searched. And I said, okay, let me see if I can replicate this particular bookmark. And then I actually did find it. But before I found it, I found a different bookmark. And this is the one I'm going to show you first. Okay. This one is called an Elegant Pineapple Bookmark. And it is designed by Julie A. Balduc. Okay. And here it is here. This is a beautiful pineapple, right? And this is exactly the way the pattern is supposed to be, with the exception of my pineapple is a little wider than what they recommended on the pattern. It's only supposed to be 2 inches, in mine it's about 2.5 inches, okay? But the length of it is exactly the way it is supposed to be. Now, that being said, I thought it was too long. And so I wasn't exactly pleased with it to send it at this time, but I did think that the bookmark was beautiful. So I did not frog it. I just decided not to send it. Okay. And so I will probably find a good home for it in the future. But yeah, I made this one and decided to keep it. All right. So now, like I said earlier, I did find the bookmark that I was looking for, the pattern. And unfortunately, when I went ahead and made the bookmark, I grabbed the wrong yarn. And the yarn was too thick. So I thought, oh, this yarn is too thick. This is not the one that I used before. And then I found the yarn that I was looking for. So let me show you the actual bookmark first, and then I will show you what I did to the one that I thought was too thick. So this is the bookmark that I was looking for, which is really cute and dainty. You can make quite a few of these up. They don't take very long at all. And this is called an Easy Shell bookmark. And the designer's last name is Childress. Okay, beautiful bookmark, very easy. And I used to get an email subscription called Talking Crochet by Carol Alexander. And this was one of the patterns that was in one of my emails. And I just looked at it and thought, oh, that's so beautiful. And I made it using a lot of different crochet thread. Okay, so this was made with the metallic thread, and I do love the way it came out. It's a little bit thicker than the ones that don't have the metallic thread running through it, but I still think it's a beautiful, beautiful bookmark. All right, so now I told you I made one and I used the wrong yarn. So the yarn that I grabbed was the Banna's Glamour yarn, and it's a thicker yarn. And so instead of frogging it, this is what I did. I turned it into a headband, right? So instead of just keeping it like this for the bookmark, I went ahead and attached to both sides so that it would be symmetric and so that all of my shells were going in the same direction. And then in the back, I just went ahead and connected, okay? And I really do love the way it turned out. I think it makes a beautiful headband. And what do you think? Inspiration from a mistake, huh? All right, so let's move on. The next thing that I came up with to complete was a cowl. And this cowl is made by Dana, also known as Triple C, over at Creatively Created Crochet. And it is called the Leaning Love Cowl. All right, so the cowl, I actually had completed everything except my edging. I didn't know what I wanted to do with the edging. And so I just put it over to the side and just left it there. So I thought this is an opportunity for me to just make a decision and figure out what I want to do with the edging. Well, I decided I just wanted a clean edge. So for this, I just went ahead and continued and just did a simple single crochet on the edging for the top. And then for the bottom, I did color control and I pulled the same color that was at the beginning. And I went ahead and did another single crochet for that bottom. I love the way it came out. This is such a beautiful, and it can be now worn in either direction. All right. If you guys remember a few months back, last year I made a top and I used this. This is from a Karen Skinny Cake. All right. And I really do love it. I still have yarn remaining from that cake. And I will figure out something else to do with it. But I do love this. And if you all haven't checked out this pattern, please check it out. All right. Okay. Let's see. Next, last but not least, I completed a tatted project. So I finished up a scissor fob, and this just is a little doodad that goes on your scissors like this, okay? And it helps you to find your scissors because I'm forever losing them. But this gives a little extra something to help me locate my scissors. All right. So for this, the only thing that I needed to do here is to weave in my ends, which, as you see, can be really challenging because the tatted um, knots are very, very tight. So I wanted to make sure that I wove it in well and that it was secure and would not come loose. And then I had to put my clasp on it. That's all I had to do. So it didn't take me very long to do, but it's now an FO. All right. So those are all the things that I did for the month of July. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so, so much, Jeanette. Jeanette, oh my gosh, wonderful person, just very encouraging, very supportive. And if you guys haven't figured out, Jeanette and I are just very good and dear friends. And I so appreciate your friendship. I appreciate your motivation. I'm just very thankful that our paths crossed. I don't know what more I can say to just say thank you. All right. This was a wonderful challenge, and I look forward to seeing what all of the other content creators were able to complete. It's been really busy, so I haven't been able to check out everyone's videos yet, but I do look forward to checking them out. This was great, definitely motivating and inspiring, and I will continue to work on trying to complete the whips that I have in my stash here. All right. So that's all I have for today. I want each and every one of you to continue to be mindful, to do everything you can to be at your best health. And by all means, guys, be crafty every day. I will see you soon in my next video. Bye bye now.